Let's get right to it. Interacting with a flat panel touchscreen fundamentally degrades your control of a vehicle. And listen, this isn't an opinion. It's a quantifiable failure in human-machine interface design, a failure that frankly has defined the automotive cockpit for the last decade.
The data, and this comes directly from the technical report Beyond Screens, is just unequivocal. Compared to the old-school physical buttons and knobs, touchscreens increase how much a car wanders in its lane by nearly 42%. And pointing throughput, how quickly and accurately you can actually hit what you're aiming for, that plummets by over 58%. Let's be clear, the whole tablet on the dash era was a strategic dead end.
This is Auto Read. We decode the machines and the markets that move the world. The era of the touchscreen is over. This is the story of what's replacing it. So now we're going to dissect this strategic failure of the flat panel display. It was a full decade of design that chose a flawed idea of modern over the non-negotiable needs of ergonomics and, more importantly, safety. Okay, so the heart of the problem is this fascinating psychophysical thing called hand before eye. The Beyond Screens report shows that in 63% of interactions, a driver starts moving their hand toward a control before their eyes have even found the target. Put that same driver under high cognitive load, and that number jumps to almost 72%. Now, without any tactile feedback, that initial hand movement is useless. It forces you into this final, dangerous visual search just to line up your finger. That is the root cause of the distraction.
All right, let's pivot from ergonomics to psychology, because there's a fundamental human need that automakers just ignored, and it costs them. We're talking about the need for a sense of agency.
Sense of agency is pretty simple, really. It's that gut feeling of being in control. According to a September 2024 paper from the Automotive UI 24 conference called Mid-Air Haptic Feedback Improves Implicit Agency and Trust, this feeling of causing an action is absolutely critical for any human-computer interaction. But it's especially vital when you're in a moving vehicle.
And this is where the engineering problem becomes a huge commercial problem, because you have to ask, if a driver can't physically feel the control, can they ever really trust the machine?
Well, the conclusion from the driving simulator study by Evangelo and his team is definitive. They found that mid-air haptic feedback doesn't just increase that feeling of control. It also makes drivers report higher trust in the entire system. So haptics aren't just a cool feature, they're an actual prerequisite for building trust. We've laid out the problem. Now let's analyze the solution, which is this incredible convergence of mid-air ultrasonic haptics and advanced holographic projection. The core physics here are actually surprisingly direct. You have an array of ultrasound transducers that emit focused sound waves. These waves create tiny points of high pressure, right in midair. This acoustic pressure is just enough to stimulate the little receptors in your hand, creating the very real sensation of touch, where absolutely nothing exists. And the tech that makes this possible? It's already in production. If you look at the technical data from Zeiss, their multifunctional smart glass can project a hologram with up to 95% light transmission and a luminosity of 12,000 nits. That's so bright you can see it perfectly even in direct sunlight. This is the hardware that's making the post-screen cockpit a reality. As that same Beyond Screens report puts it, this isn't just some new design trend. It's a comprehensive engineering solution that tackles safety, mechanical reliability, and supply chain costs all at the same time. Okay, so this huge technological shift is kicking off a whole new competitive battleground for the global OEMs. The war for the post-screen cockpit has officially begun. And the latest market report from ID TechX really shows you the scale of this. The automotive haptics market, which is valued at about $300 million in 2024, is forecast to explode to $2.5 billion by 2035. That's where the smart money is flowing. The financial stakes here are just enormous. Citing the Digitopia Future 2030 report, the digital laggards, the ones who failed to adopt these integrated systems, they risk just plateauing and becoming totally irrelevant. Meanwhile, the digital leaders who get this right, they're poised to be 15 to 20% more profitable by the end of the decade. And here's the critical forecast. Future market leaders will not be defined by their powertrains. They will be defined by the sophistication, the safety, and the sensory feedback of their in-vehicle HMI. The whole game has shifted from mechanical advantage to computational and ergonomic dominance. Which leaves us with one final and I think provocative question. As the car fully becomes a software-defined platform, which of the legacy automakers really have the deep institutional digital maturity to make it through this transition? to get from an era of mechanical engineering to a new one of sensory motor engineering.
For data-driven automotive analysis, support our work by subscribing to AutoRead. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next breakdown.